On a crisp morning in a small European village, Nicholas sat by the window of his cottage, sipping coffee as the first rays of sunlight kissed the horizon. He was a man who had lived a full life, having seen many winters pass. Yet, as his 65th birthday approached, he found himself reflecting on the quiet wisdom he had gained over the years. Nicholas had learned that true strength didn't come from the battles fought or the accolades earned. It came from knowing when to hold back. He remembered the times when sharing too much about his age had made others treat him differently, when talking openly about his finances had turned friendships into obligations, and when family secrets, once spoken, had caused irreparable harm. There was a time when Nicholas felt the need to explain everything, to be understood by all. But now, he realized that some things were better left unsaid, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. His life had taught him that peace often resided in silence. Much like Nicholas, we too can benefit from mastering the art of discretion. Join me as we explore 8 important things we should never share with anyone. Lessons inspired by timeless Stoic wisdom. Lesson 1. Age more than just a number. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Age is often one of the first things people ask about, a common icebreaker in casual conversations. However, behind that seemingly harmless question lies a deeper reality. Society places immense value on youth, often reducing people to mere numbers. In our later years, age stops being just a number. It becomes a label, one that others use to define our capabilities, relevance, and even our future. Why then should we keep our age private? Because once people know how many years you've lived, they may unconsciously treat you differently. They might offer unsolicited advice, assume you are less capable, or worse, begin to view you through the lens of decline rather than experience. Ageism, though subtle and often unintentional, is very real. Even in societies that claim to value wisdom, the illusion of youth overshadows the worth of experience. But life isn't about numbers. Seneca reminds us, we are always complaining that our days are few and acting as though there would be no end to them. Measuring life by years rather than experiences is a mistake. What matters is not how much time remains, but how you choose to live each moment. By keeping your age private, you free yourself from societal expectations, allowing others to see you for your wisdom, strength, and presence rather than a number. Life is measured not in years, but in moments well lived. Lesson 2. Money, financial privacy is key. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Money is an unavoidable part of life, yet it remains one of the most sensitive subjects. By the time you reach your 50s and beyond, your financial situation may be well established, or you may still be working toward security. Regardless of where you stand, the Stoics teach us that true wealth is not found in numbers, but in self-sufficiency and contentment. Why then should you keep your financial matters private? Because money, whether in abundance or scarcity, changes the way people perceive you. If you are wealthy, others may see you not as a person, but as a resource. Friends and relatives might begin to expect favors, loans, or financial support. Generosity, when assumed, ceases to be kindness. It becomes obligation. Resentment can grow, and relationships that were once genuine may turn transactional. On the other hand, if you reveal financial struggles, you risk being judged or looked down upon in a world that equates success with material wealth. True prosperity whispers, let your financial situation remain your own business. In silence, there is strength. Lesson 3. Family secrets, the sanctuary of home. The home is a sanctuary where we must be tolerant with others and strict with ourselves. As Marcus Aurelius noted, family is both our greatest source of strength and, at times, our greatest challenge. The bonds with parents, children, siblings, and extended relatives are formed over a lifetime, woven together with love, sacrifice, and moments of tension. Every family has its struggles, misunderstandings, and untold stories. But the wise know that not all family matters are meant to be shared. Family secrets should remain private because trust, once broken, is difficult to rebuild. Sharing disagreements or personal conflicts with outsiders invites judgment and interference from those who cannot fully grasp your family's history. Struggles that could have been resolved internally turn into public spectacles, making healing harder. The Stoics remind us we can't control others' actions, only our responses. Silence often preserves family dignity, fostering an environment for growth and resolution. Honor your family by protecting its trust, for in a world addicted to oversharing, true wisdom lies in knowing when to remain silent. Lesson 4. Medications. Health is personal. Health is one of life's greatest equalizers. No matter how strong, successful, or wise we become, we all face the natural wear and tear of time. By the time we reach our 50s and beyond, managing health becomes a priority. Some people deal with chronic conditions, others rely on medications, and many undergo treatments to maintain their well-being. While health is a common topic of discussion, your personal medical history is best kept private. Why? Because revealing too much about your medications or treatments can change how people perceive you. The moment you disclose an illness, you risk being seen through the lens of your ailment, rather than as a complete person. Conversations may shift from your experiences and wisdom to symptoms and treatments. Although others' intentions may be kind, this shift can be limiting. Additionally, sharing health concerns often invites unsolicited advice, alternative remedies, extreme diets, or miracle cures. While well-meaning, these suggestions can be overwhelming, misleading, or even dangerous. The Stoics remind us that external circumstances, including health, are not entirely within our control, but our response to them is. Another crucial reason to maintain privacy is to protect your peace of mind. When others know too much about your health, they may treat you differently, assuming limitations that may not exist. By keeping your medical matters private, you maintain control over your narrative. Seek professional advice, but share your struggles wisely, protecting your peace and dignity. Lesson 5. Sexuality. Intimacy is sacred. Sexuality is one of the most profound aspects of human existence. It is not merely about physical connection, but encompasses trust, vulnerability, and emotional depth. Contrary to societal misconceptions, intimacy does not fade with age, it evolves. For many, love and connection become even richer as years pass, shaped by experience, mutual understanding, and a deeper appreciation for companionship. In a world that often sensationalizes or stigmatizes the intimate lives of older adults, discretion is not just wise, it is necessary. The Stoics remind us that what is sacred should be guarded. Intimacy is a deeply personal matter, not a subject for public discussion. When shared too freely, details of one's private life can be misinterpreted, judged, and even ridiculed. People impose their own biases and assumptions, reducing something meaningful to mere gossip or speculation. Keeping your intimate life private is not about shame but respect. Intimacy flourishes in privacy and is nurtured by trust, not by outside opinions. The Stoics teach that wisdom lies in restraint, strength in silence, and true fulfillment requires no validation from others. Protect what is sacred and preserve its meaning by keeping it private. Lesson 6. Charity, the quiet power of giving. Don't waste your life speculating about others. Life should not be lived in comparison to others, but by following your inner light, as Marcus Aurelius taught. True generosity needs no audience. Giving, whether it's money, time, or support, is one of the highest expressions of virtue. Yet, in today's world, public recognition often gets mistaken for genuine virtue, making quiet acts of charity rare. The Stoics remind us that goodness is its own reward. The moment we seek praise for our generosity, we dilute its purity. Charity should focus on the recipient, not the giver. Announcing our kindness risks turning it into a tool for validation. Silent giving carries more weight than applause. It speaks to an inner strength, giving because it is right, not because it is noticed. Seneca warned against giving with expectation. Charity tied to recognition loses its nobility. A virtuous person gives without seeking acknowledgement. Keeping charity private also protects the dignity of those we help. Not everyone wishes to be seen as a recipient of aid. The best acts of kindness lift others without making them feel small. In the end, the measure of charity is its impact, not its recognition. Lesson 7. Honor, protecting your reputation. Reputation is not about what happens to you, but how you respond to it. As Epictetus taught, honor is not something you demand. It is something you earn through actions, not words. It is cultivated over a lifetime of discipline, integrity, and quiet strength. By the time we reach our 50s and 60s, we may have achieved much, raising a family, building a career, contributing to our community, but the Stoics offer an essential reminder: true honor requires no announcement. In a world obsessed with recognition, it's tempting to share our accomplishments, but the more we seek validation, the more we risk losing respect. Honor, like a flame, shines brightest when steady, but too much air can cause it to flicker and fade. Seneca warned against craving external approval, noting that if your worth depends on others' admiration, it's not truly yours. Constantly showcasing success can invite envy or resentment. The Stoic path is one of quiet confidence. Let your actions speak for you. Keep certain aspects of your life private to protect your dignity. In the end, the most honorable people don't proclaim their greatness. They carry it with quiet grace. Live in a way that commands respect without ever asking for it. Lesson 8. Insults, letting go of past hurts. If someone is able to provoke you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. Insults, slights, and moments of humiliation are inevitable parts of life. No one walks through the world unscathed. We are misunderstood, criticized, and sometimes deliberately hurt. But the real question is, will we carry these wounds with us, or will we choose to set them down? The Stoics understood that clinging to past insults only deepens our suffering. When we constantly replay the words of those who have wronged us, we allow them to live rent-free in our minds, giving their insults power. This turns fleeting moments of disrespect into lifelong burdens. But why let another's careless words dictate your peace? True strength lies in letting go, in refusing to be defined by past offenses. As Marcus Aurelius teaches, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Revisiting old wounds and seeking validation from others only reinforces their grip on us. Forgiveness, in the Stoic sense, is about freeing ourselves. It means recognizing that insults say more about the person delivering them than the one receiving them. By keeping these experiences private, we give ourselves the chance to heal without external opinions or misplaced pity. Letting go is reclaiming our freedom. And there you have it, 8 lessons from Stoic wisdom on what we should keep to ourselves. These teachings are not about isolation, but about cultivating inner strength, preserving our peace, and maintaining balance in our interactions with the world. In a society where oversharing is often encouraged, the Stoics remind us of the power in silence and discretion. So what about you? Have you ever shared something you later wished you had kept to yourself? What lesson resonates with you the most from today's video? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you found these insights valuable, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who could benefit from a little Stoic wisdom. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Wisdom Unveiled so you never miss out on future videos that can help guide you toward a more mindful and peaceful life. Until next time, remember, true wisdom often lies in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent.